that we got to prove now that we're going to put an end to this poor run of form, and yeah, and seize those 3 points, and then yeah, hopefully if Leicester drop points, who's in fourth? West Ham.
West Ham, yeah.
Yeah, if
You need
West
that
Ham
every
drop
week.
points, not really looking any further below that. To be honest, this is a waste of time.
This guy, man.
Yes, people, welcome back to Weird and Wonderful. We are here today with me, of course, Moses, and Ishmael. Ishmael, what you saying? You good?
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Trying to keep those energy
Yeah.
levels up. It's been a long day of shooting, really, isn't it? So, but yeah,
Mate.
now onto your favourite subject,
Still a
the
long day,
man.
isn't it? Yeah.
Your favourite
Was it
subject.
United, Newcastle?
Exactly, you
What was
guessed
it
it,
on?
mate. It's United versus
Ah,
Newcastle United. A game that used to be a really, really high-scoring game back in the day. When I remember Paul Scholes used to score loads and loads of goals against Newcastle. But yeah, man,
I remember we
it's a
got one
big
in
game
there.
for
This
us.
season, this season, I swear this season, Newman won the treble. He scored in was it the FA Cup final? He beat them in. Pretty
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
Scholes got a goal.
He scored. I think he scored one, and maybe Sheringham. I want to say. Yeah, it was Teddy. I think it was Teddy Sheringham who scored that goal.
Something like that. I just remember he scored typical Scholes. He scored typical Scholes like outside the box, just
Drive, yeah.
strokes it in.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So
But
there's a
yeah,
lot of history in this tie. I know you can't really call it a tie; it's a prem game, but
people Newcastle. They know Newcastle to be like serious team. They used to be top four back in the day. They were
mm,
like they were there and thereabouts. Um, Newcastle, man, I don't even know what to say about these lot.
yeah, man. Oh, do you know
Probably
what?
play the
Like,
worst football in the league, I think. But yeah, go on anyway. What you saying?
but yeah. So I was just gonna just talk about United a bit, and what the game sort of means to us right now. We've only won one in our last five. It's actually probably the worst form we've been in the league all season. Admittedly, we've only lost one of our last five as well. We've had three quite disappointing draws. I mean, the one against West Brom last weekend was pretty gut wrenching. Really felt that
Oh my God, yeah.
we'd get a goal. We'd yeah, I thought once we got the equaliser, that was just okay, cool, a matter of time before we scored. But it was a really disappointing performance ultimately. Rashford's been, if I'm being honest, he's been very frustrating in games recently. He's missed a lot of really clear-cut, gilt-edged chances. So yeah, man, I think the goal he scored in
Wait, who's that?
midweek.
Sorry, I missed who you said.
Yeah, Rashford.
Rashford.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, he's been missing a lot of chances lately, but I'm hoping that goal he did get against Sociedad on Thursday night will stand him in good stead because it was a really nicely taken finish, but arguably the harder one out of all three, the two other ones he had. I remember tweeting at the time like I didn't even celebrate the Rashford goal because I was just like, mate, he should have been on a hat trick by now. But yeah, man, Rashi, look, I've got a lot of time for the kid. He's only 23 years old, and he's still got a lot more time and games to get better. But it's just you've got high expectations for him at the moment. He's set the bar so high, so that when he does drop below that or when he misses chances that you expect him to score, it can be quite frustrating ultimately. But yeah, that look, Rashi, it's not all about him. Ultimately, we've got a big team and we've been getting goals elsewhere. Of late, Bruno Fernandes getting a
Mm.
couple goals midweek, and Dan James as well getting on the score sheet, which was good to see because yeah, it was really nice to take a finish. Amad Diallo got his debut as well, which was exciting. He had some really good touches. He wasn't on for very long, but good touches. Also, one person I want to clarify because see Shola.
I was seeing him.
Sorry, I was just going to say
Yeah.
the short. So
He's a younger
I've
squad now,
always
isn't it?
thought
He's number
Shola
six months
Shortire. I always
younger.
thought it was called Shola Shortire, but I think But I started watching them like a couple of games recently on for the under 23s. Watched the 3-0 win against Arsenal last weekend. And yeah, it was they were calling him Shoretire, and I know he's Nigerian, but Ishmael, can you clarify that one for me? Is he? How would you pronounce that? Is it Shoretire?
His name will be Shola. His name will be Shola. No. He's been butchering man's names from the beginning of time, man.
But short tire
Completely
sounded
off
like a
topic,
pretty
but one of
straightforward.
this is really what
Go on, sorry.
one thing that's actually just a complete side note. One thing that's really annoying recently is commentator.
Well,
I know you've got. I
start
don't
that
know
one
how
again.
like
Start that one again,
like
just when you
Matthew.
can, when you got a minute, just because it literally cut out as soon as you said that.
What I was saying is what's been really annoying me recently is commentators just confusing black players for one another just so casually and not even like I feel like they're not even making an attempt. I think it was a Leipzig game. I was top. They were calling Upamecano
Oh my god.
Makelele like
Yeah, yeah.
literally the whole game. Like they don't really look alike. They're the same skin tone. That's it.
They're
Like
just they're
if
just
you if
black.
you're not sure, just literally look at the back of their shirt. Yeah, you can see man's name. You can
They're
see
at the
man's number.
ground as well.
And I'm not wearing the same boots. Like if I can see it with my tapped eyesight, then they should be seeing that. Just they're not even playing the same position. Oh man.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's
Anyway,
for
it's winding
sure,
me
for
up.
sure.
But it's
Mistaken
going on. But
identity.
anyway, yeah, Gary, back to Diallo. He was. I saw him do a couple nice things when he came on.
Yeah, man, he
What
had
do
a
you think?
nice
What do you
dribble.
think? Do you think there's any chance? Do you think there's any chance he? Do you think there's any chance he starts breaking into the Premier League
For sure,
squads,
man.
maybe? Or
Yeah, for sure. He'll be in our first team squad sooner rather than later. I think Ollie's pretty much said as much. He said he's not here just for he's not just here for some experience. He's here to make a difference, basically. And I think I'm excited about it.
reassuring, isn't it?
I'm excited about it because I mean, but there were people expecting Diallo to come good next season. But I feel like he can make it. He can make an impact now. Good to see Shola as well getting taken to
I
the
think
squad,
just quickly with Diallo, I
taken to
think
the
it
Sociedad.
helps as well that the position he plays in is not really no one's really locked it down that right hand side. So
He was playing off the left though,
Rumours done
which
bits and
is
bobs there.
it seems like he was. It seems like he got put
That's
out there just to sort of
yeah,
give Rashford a break. But yeah, I would like to see him play off
yeah.
the right as well. He's strong. He's left-footed, so kind of cutting in on his left is.
That's where your vacancy in your team is. I think to be honest, United's team there's not too many grey areas as opposed to like who's the best in that position at your club. But right wing is a bit of a sticky one.
Yeah, right
Greenwood for
wing and
me
centre
goes
back,
too
man.
well. And
Centre.
Rashford's oh yeah, centre back.
We're
So
losing. We're dropping
I can
points
relate.
because of our defence, because of our centre backs. And I'm sure
What's
like
your
you can
let's just
appreciate that more than anyone. The only difference is these are our fit centre backs. So um, yeah, I want to see
yeah.
Bailly playing more, man, because I feel like when Bailly's playing, even though he's got a bit of a clanger in his locker, he can get injured quite a lot, but he's got that recovery pace that you really need in the Premier League, especially when if we're playing Maguire and Lindelof. But yeah, I want to see Bailly start against Newcastle.
These are the kind of games where you kind of would hope that you utilised like it's to beat Newcastle really and truly, and they have got forwards who've got pace. So you kind of want to. So for me, to avoid potential banana skins, you kind of want to be starting by you back there to have some sort of pace. Maguire and Lindelof look like recently they're even more than usual. So are you 100% confident about this, or do you think they could pose any sort of threat at all?
It's a hard one. If it was away from home, I'm pretty much guaranteed. I'm confident, but the form at home has been quite hit and miss. If I'm going to be honest, I would like to think that this is a game we're gonna get 3 points in. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard to predict United. It's hard to predict any form this season. But yeah, I'm backing the boys. I feel like we've been in some bad form.
I'm saying.
We've been in some bad form, but we're still second in the league, so that's giving me a bit of hope. And yeah, I think if we play our best, and I feel like the boys really got a point to prove now. I back us. I think we're gonna do well. But yeah, I think we're quite good as well in terms of like injuries and stuff. I think it's just Pogba, Donny, and Cavani who are the only
What's he
ones that
saying?
are
What's he
out.
saying?
Who Pogs?
What's Pogba saying? He's been out for a little while now. That's kind of you can kind of attribute your different form to Pogba getting injured because you might want to move him a
We're
bit
finding
mad for a bit.
solutions, aren't
Like
we?
he was getting the late winners, but are you kind of seeing now deficiencies in the system a little bit? Because now you're seeing that individuals are not coming up with those moments game after game like they were before.
Nah, I
Are
don't
you
think
now
it's.
seeing some flaws in the system? Are you seeing
Hmm.
flaws in the tactics the way you're setting up, or do you just think it's just a rough patch? Like, what do you see? How bad do you think it is?
Yeah, so Pogba got injured in the Everton game, and that was the game before the West Brom game.
Yeah,
So he's been out for about last game and a half. We've drawn both those games. The West Brom game, we created ample chances. We had enough chances to win the game. We just didn't take them really. Everton as well. That was our defense. Do you know both those games?
oh my
that's
days,
we
God,
dropped those
that
two
game, I
points
forgot about that.
because we dropped those 2 points because of our defense. At the end of the day, I don't think it's anything about the system or our attacking players not creating enough. But I
But
think
is it individual? Is it individual? I reckon at the back. Who name names, man? Name names. I want to know who. I want to know who
I
you're
mean,
kind
it's
of
our
pointing
centre
the
backs,
finger at.
Maguire and Lindelof. They both the goal against West Brom, Diane. Literally, I don't care if he's got his hand in his face. Lindelof wasn't strong enough there.
He grips man
Was a
up.
foul though. It was a foul, but I mean,
He
ultimately,
grips man
he
up.
wasn't strong enough.
Is it a foul? I don't know. I feel like you just what in. I think
Nah, it's
in
a
for me,
foul. It's
yeah,
a foul. It is a
in the
foul. You can't grab
box,
someone's
in
face
the
like that and
box,
then
in
get
the
around
box,
him.
in the
Like,
box. Listen, in the box, anything goes until the ref blows his whistle. Like you gotta just. How many times do you see
don't
man
ask me if
getting
it's a
gripped
foul.
up
Then ask
or
me what the referee gave.
no,
He
but I'm
didn't. He
just
gave a
saying. I'm
goal.
saying it from Lindelof's point of view. Yeah, if you see it every week, people getting gripped up in the box, people tugging on people. My man got his fucking balls grabbed in the box a couple months ago. Like you see that all the time. So from Lindelof's point of view, I think you just got to do better, man. You just got to do better.
Yeah,
And
definitely, man.
was it a foul?
Definitely.
I don't know. I don't know if that was a foul.
You just got to look at the images, and if you're telling me that's not a foul, then that is next. If you're telling me that that's not a foul, of course it's a foul. Of course it's a foul.
He
Um,
gave
but
us.
look, but look, we created enough chances to win that game. But yeah, it
Oh
doesn't
god.
matter. I'm not really bothered about. I don't want to harp back to the part like previous fixtures. I want to look forward to this Newcastle one. And we've done fair. We did. I think we beat them what 3-1 at the start of the season. And it was like looking a bit sticky. I think
It
Luke
was
Shaw got an
4-1.
early
They
own
were winning.
goal.
They were winning until like
Luke Shaw early own
yeah.
goal, and
I remember.
then Rashford and Bruno, and Wan-Bissaka scored. That was a great goal from Wan-Bissaka, and yeah, those eventually sort of won the game towards the end of the game, towards the end of the 90 minutes. But yeah, to be honest, I'm looking for a bit more of more of a dominant display. I don't want possession for the sake of possession. I want nice, fast moving forward attacking play. And yeah, and I think we've got enough in our locker to cause Newcastle all kinds of damage. They just come straight off a loss to Chelsea, a Chelsea team that have been fairly resurgent of late, but still
Yeah.
I was a bit disappointed with the way they shaped up for that, the way they lined up. I think the attacking three of San Maximan Almiron
Newcastle.
and Gale looked pretty poor. Didn't create much.
There's no
And
goals
then
there. There's literally no goals there at all.
yeah, and then Andy Carroll, Joe Linton, Ryan Fraser coming off the bench didn't really cause any more much danger either. So I don't know unless Newcastle was saving themselves for this game. I find it hard to see us dropping points. But do you know what I mean? Like I've seen enough games this season to be able to not to, be able to know that
Brother, you never know,
anything can
man. You
happen.
never
But I'm
know.
back in the
Yeah.
boys. I'm back in the boys. I think we've got enough. We've got enough to on our plate in a sense that we've got to prove now that we're going to put an end to this poor run of form, and yeah, and seize those 3 points, and then yeah, hopefully if Leicester drop points, who's in fourth? West Ham.
West Ham, yeah.
Yeah, if
You need
West
that
Ham drop
everything.
points,
Yeah.
not really looking any further below that. To be honest, this is a waste of time.
This guy, man.
But yeah, no, I'm
Obviously,
confident. I'm
he meant
confident.
to,
I'm
but
confident. I think the boys, when needed, when required, put in good performances. And I think and Sunday is just a massive one, especially after Arsenal. We're playing after Arsenal and City, playing after Liverpool and Everton. So yeah,
also
I'm feeling confident.
Leicester got Villa on Sunday at 2 o'clock, so that's going to be a tasty one as well.
Yeah, I want Villa
Midlands
to win that
derby,
as well because if Villa win that,
Midlands
then
derby, Grealish and Madison as well. That's going to be a lively one. So what are you
they're
saying
probably
then
tussling
for
for the same England spot as well.
same spot, man, same spot? What are you saying then? Score predictions? Like let's surely you've got to just be confident of a victory. You man
Yeah,
really should be keeping a clean
I
sheet as
want a big
well. Newcastle
performance.
shouldn't be scoring against you lot, but
Yeah, I want four
what are you
nil.
saying?
I want
What are you
four
saying?
nil. I'm gonna I'm gonna sort of put my wonder balls on the line and say we're gonna get, I want 4-0. I want a lot of goals. I want attacking play. Hopefully Cavani's fit. Hopefully I don't know about Donny, but I was kind of hoping that Donny didn't play in Europa League so that he could play in this match. But it looks like he's picked up a slight knock. But I'm confident with
Yeah,
what
you
we've
don't.
got.
You
I'm
know how.
confident. Yeah,
You
I
know
just
how
want I just
Ollie
want
he's
to
on me already.
I just want to see. I want Greenwood to start because I felt like he played really well in midweek, and when he came on against West Brom, he was a difference maker. If he started, it felt like he would have. The game might have finished differently, but alas, we drew that game 1-1. I would like to see Martial as well. He looked good when he came on against Sociedad, and then
Would
Rashford
like
as
to.
well. But then I want Diallo to get some games. I think Dan James deserves to be on the bench for this one. I think he can cause some problems for them if we bring him on towards the second half. But yeah, I reckon I'm going to be confident and say 4-0. I
Four
feel
nil.
there'll be a lot of goals. If
Okay.
that's it, that's one path I could see the game going. It could easily be 0-0 until
No,
like
no, no, no.
60th
Don't
minute.
backtrack. Don't backtrack. Don't
Yeah,
backtrack. You're saying four
That's the
nil. You're
path I've
saying 4-0.
decided to take.
I'm gonna say, bro, 1-1.
Of course you would.
1-1.
Right.
This is just one. It's no, 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 no. This is just one of them games. It's kind of like the Sheffield United game where these men are just hopeless, and they just they're on their arse. They look like they can't really get a goal. But I think that set pieces, United look a bit vulnerable at the moment.
Mm. What do you think? Joe
Newcastle got
Linton and Andy Carroll are going to
some
bag
big
some
youths
goals.
back.
They're the only threats really in the air.
Not some goals. Well, I said 1-1. It just takes one. It just takes one goal. Is Callum Wilson injured? What's he saying?
One goal is all it takes. Hmm.
He, he bagged
Sorry.
the he bagged the header against he bagged the header against Everton. So I'm saying 1-1. Come on, up the Magpies, mate. Come on,
Nah,
the
bro, you need
Geordies.
to have some
The
respect, bro. We're not
Geordies massive.
Liverpool. This is Man United we're talking about. We're not Liverpool. But no, I don't know. In all seriousness, this game could go either way. I'm going for
It could
a
get
version of
ugly. It
reality
could get
where
ugly.
I'm happy, and that's what I'm going for. I'm backing the boys. I think there are going to be a couple. I think Bruno's in hot form again. He's just gone over 20 goals this season. 20. I think he's on 21 for the season, which is ridiculous.
Big up Bruno. 21 long range plays this season. Love
Love that,
to see
Ishmael.
it.
Love that. 20. So he's on
Love
21.
it.
I think
Love it.
he's also on like 53 goal involvements in under a year, which is I think it's around 53, 52, which is outrageous.
That is
Outrageous
amazing, mate.
for a
That is
midfielder.
amazing. Ballon
He's
d'Or, mate. Ballon d'Or. Get him the Ballon d'Or, mate. Was it? And how many trophies have you won? 0.
yeah. Shut up. You got Thiago there, so I'm good. I'm good. But I think
Listen,
Bruno's
listen.
gonna come good in this match. I think he's usually our go-to man. So I reckon he'll bag a couple of goals. And yeah, I'm confident about our chances. If I'm honest, I think we're gonna cause them some problems. If we get an early goal, 4-0's I think a distinct possibility.
Yeah, I can't see if you man score first, then it could be nines. I'm saying 1-1. Newcastle get the first goal.
Oof, I would love it to be 10. I'd love it to be 10, Ishmael. But yeah, I think what do you say 1-1? Okay, cool. I think well I think
1-1.
we're one of
1-1.
the last games of the weekend. We're the last game on Sunday. They've got Brighton Crystal Palace after that, and it obviously doesn't matter towards what we want to achieve in the season. So I think we're going to get a position of hindsight, a bit. We'll get a bit of a vantage point on the rest of the league and what we need to do, and hopefully capitalise on some drop
Pressure,
points
mate. That's added
elsewhere.
pressure. Pressure.
If Liverpool and Everton are both
You
going to
man
be
are gonna
dropping
feel
points,
it.
one of Liverpool or Everton will be dropping points. One of City and actually it doesn't really matter about Arsenal. That's your problem
Leicester,
right now.
Villa.
Villa and
Yeah,
Leicester,
Villa.
West Ham, Tottenham as well. That's also a juicy game. Pity we couldn't be covering that, but we'll
Yeah,
be doing lives.
you
We'll
man
be
need to
doing
be.
lives
You
of all
man
the
need to
games.
just.
Hmm.
You man need to just go there and just collect all 3 points, get a W. Don't mess about. But
Bro, Sunday is looking like the juiciest day of football I've ever seen. 12 o'clock, West
what's
Ham,
it saying? It's
Tottenham.
like Villa, Leicester.
Midday, West
Oi,
Ham,
then it's like
Tottenham. 2 o'clock,
yeah,
Aston
yeah.
Villa, Leicester. 4:30, Arsenal, City. At 7 o'clock, Man United, Newcastle.
Well,
I know what I'm
people,
doing on Sun. I know
that's
what I'm
right.
doing
Join
Sunday.
us. Join us Insta live. Yeah, jumping on the chat with us
Yeah, yeah,
for
we'll be
some.
going live for all of these. I'm looking forward to hopefully
Hopefully
start.
by then.
Mm.
hopefully by then my team secures a W tomorrow night. I can just sit back, relax, enjoy it. But bruv, I don't even know, man. I don't even fucking know anymore. But
Yeah,
yeah,
to be
man.
honest,
Let's wrap up.
yeah, let's just wrap it up
So,
there
I don't
and
want to talk about
make
much
sure,
too much
guys, you
about
join
that.
us. You join us on the Insta lives if you can. I think we're looking in good shape for this game. After that 4-0 win against Sociedad, hopefully we can take that momentum into Sunday's game. But yeah, we'll find out closer to the time. To be honest, we'll be live to sort of go through those games. So yeah, make sure you join us, like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the content. If you want to see some more. But yeah, make sure you're sort of tuned in this weekend because there's a lot of really good games going on. But yeah, we'll leave it there and hopefully, yeah, big wins for United. Well, big win, sorry. But yeah, peace, guys. Cheers for watching.
Up the Geordies. Up the fucking Geordies.
Belland.